Hello. Vanakkam everybody. Yeah. Thank you so much for coming and joining in this anniversary celebrations of Kondaas. The Kondaas அப்படின்னு சொல்லும்போது இதனுடைய ஜேர்னியை பற்றி பார்த்தோம் அப்படின்னு சொன்னோம்னா லூசா இந்த கம்பெனி approximately started something in the year around 94. ஆனால் it got crystallized in the year 95, right? இன்னைக்கு 95 crystallize ஆச்சுன்னு சொன்னால் we've almost, got in with a 29-year journey, right? இப்போவே நினச்சி பார்க்கும்போதே மலைப்பாக இருக்குது. 29 வருஷம் ட்ராவல் பண்ணியிருக்கோமா அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு, ரைட்? ஐம் ஸோ ஹாப்பி. ஏன்னா ஆரம்ப காலகட்டத்துங்களில் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா we have always said that, we said Kondaas அப்படின்னு சொன்னால் மிஷன் கஸ்டமர் டிலைட். இதுதான் என்னோட ஃபஸ்ட்டு விசிட்டிங் கார்டில் எடுத்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா அப்படி தான் இருக்கும், மிஷன் கஸ்டமர் டிலைட், ரைட்? அதுக்கப்புறம் நம்ம பரிமாண வளர்ச்சியில் ப்ராம்ப்ட் டிபெண்டபிள் குவாலிட்டி அப்படின்னு சொன்னோம். அதுக்கப்புறம் மறுபடியும் we kept on evolving. When I say அந்த கரு மாறவே இல்லை, right from the beginning it has been the same, right? Mission customer delight. Now if you look at customers, who is a customer of Kondaas? யார் Kondaas customer? Anybody this company serves, it is their customer, correct தானே? If you look at it, Kondaas whom does it serve? Primarily it serves our people first, right? நம்ம ஆளுங்க இங்க ஒவ்வொரு, it serves me, it serves every one of you here primarily. Is that whom the company serves? So when I say that, so each one of us is a customer of Kondaas, right? So adha mission customer delight, which means to say the customer, the people have to be at their best. Idha right from the beginning. If you look at customer as a word, I think அந்த கருவில இருந்து நம்ம மாறவே கிடையாது. அந்த இடத்துல இருந்து பார்த்தோம்னா I'm sure all of you would know the journey. We started off as a very, very small company. 29 years is a long enough period for us to have grown even bigger, right? நம்ம இன்னும் கூட அசுர வளர்ச்சி வந்திருக்கலாமா இருக்கும், பட் தென் நம்ம இங்கே somewhere here. பட் ஆனால் இங்கே நம்ம நின்றுக்கிட்டு இருக்கிறோமா தரமாக நின்றுட்டு இருக்கிறோம், right? We are rock solid, right? We have a rock solid team. We have a rock solid customer base. We have a rock solid business ideologies. எல்லாத்துக்கும் மேல we have a rock solid vision why this company exists, right? A rock solid. திருப்பி சொல்றேன், காரணம் என்னன்னா, like say I am so delighted when I say இந்த delight அப்படின்னு சொல்றோம், இந்த கஸ்டமர்ஸ் எல்லாம் சந்தோஷமா இருக்கணும்னு சொல்றோம், அதுதான் delight இல்லையா? கஸ்டமர் டிலைட்னா என்ன? கஸ்டமர் has to be really, really happy. How can a customer who is, நான் திருப்பி சொன்ன மாதிரி, an internal customer of Kondaas யாரு? Every single employee here. How can they be happy, right? So அந்த பரிமாண வளர்ச்சி தான் இன்னைக்கு நம்மளுடைய லோகோ, இல்ல நம்ம Kondaas way of life னு நம்ம சொல்றோம், கரெக்ட் தானே? So we have defined that to be onto three fronts. Like I've kept repeatedly talking about it in time and again, right? We have 5 blocks, and the basic block, which is your foundation block in this Kondaas, which is your relationship block, correct? It has 4 things. I'll come back to it. Then we have your health block, which is very important because we talk always about holistic development of a person, the health block. Then we talk about the wealth block, right? So in the moonume, if all these 3 can be beautifully connected as a balance, right? Central இருக்கக்கூடிய இந்த radiating happiness is going to be 100% assured, right? So in the logic, right, as everybody at Kondaas, we are in this phase called surrender phase, right? The surrender அப்படிங்கிற வார்த்தை திருப்பி நான் சொல்ற பிரம்மாண்டமான வார்த்தைகள். காரணம் என்னன்னா, here we accept, and there is brutal surrender mentality when it comes to by saying that if I can live these 3 blocks brilliantly, happiness is guaranteed, right? How do I say? Relationship block constitutes to 4 things: being prompt always, being truly dependable, right? Having quality first as always heard, right? இது எல்லாத்துக்கும் மேல when I am saying that, am I high on energy? Am I helping my team, people around me be high on energy? இந்த 4 விஷயத்தையும் நான் கரெக்டா பண்ணேன்னா, you can be very, very sure that this relationship piece is perfect, right? So in the piece ஒன்னு மட்டும் இருந்தா பத்தாது. Just not enough for me to be a very famous, a very sought after personality alone, correct? I need to ensure that my health bit is at its best. How can this be measured? If my if I am committed to do exercise every day, right? Committed to do exercise every day. How does it help Kondaas? It helps Kondaas because it values its people, all right? It will ensure that, they are going to be at the best of their ability to do a great job, right? If they are conscious about what they eat, the diet component of it, right? Adu correcta irunduchinu sonna. If they are able to be disciplined, I am talking about this word called self-discipline. ஏன்னா இன்னைக்கு யாருக்குமே எது சரி எது தவறுன்றது தெரியாம இருக்கிறது இல்ல பிரச்சனை. சரி தவறுன்றது எல்லாத்துக்குமே தெரியும். ஆனா life is all about making those intelligent choices, right? But when it comes to by saying that do I do the right thing or do I do the most pleasureful thing, நிறைய சமயங்கள்ல பாத்தீங்கன்னா we all succumb to that word called pleasure and go to this pleasureful thing, correct? அங்க எது கோட்ட ஓடுறோம்? The discipline for handling myself by saying the right thing and yes, இத மட்டும் நான் கரெக்டா பண்ணிட்டேன்னா, trust me, I'm telling you, on the health component I would be far better. So இது எல்லாம் கரெக்டா இருந்து, I am a big fan of this word called meditation, right? This is the biggest gift that our country has given it to the world, right? Am I meditating? Am I at least taking baby steps towards it? நான் திருப்பி சொல்றேன், when I am doing my exercise properly, then I am working on my diet, then I am ensuring that I say yes to the right things, making conscious rightful choices, and which I call it as self-discipline. இதெல்லாம் பண்ணிட்டு, if I am able to have a meditative experience, at least making in baby steps there, I think I would have handled this health pillar so very well, right? So I have seen this bit called the relationship. I have handled this word called health. Then comes another big tower again on the sides, which is called as wealth, right? This is a beautiful piece, right? Again, it has 4 components. The first one being the work that you love, right? At Kondaas, we are very specific that you start taking in the work that you love the most, right? And any work that you love, if you start making it to the next piece of growing consistently, நேத்த விட நாளைக்கு better, from yesterday at least taking some baby steps and doing slightly better, committing to constant self-improvement on the work that you love. Where does it lead to, right? It's another very beautiful word called compounding. Small incremental steps done over a long period of time creates magic, right? That's the power of compounding. Small incremental steps every day. You do that, definitely that gives you the magic of compounding to work for you. So I am taking the work that you love. You are making compounding incremental steps, right, to work compounding in your life. And இது நார்மலா பண்ணோம்னா it definitely would start becoming a passion of yours. காரணம், you are doing the work that you love, you're consistently doing better, putting in the right foot forward and making in a positive incremental change in the way that you love doing, right? இது கண்டிப்பா passion-ஆ மாறும். The moment you are getting into this third orbit of your work becoming a passion, just start doing more of it. You are going to head into this last piece called mastery, right? So this completes our logo, right? A health component, the relationship component, and your wealth component, right? When you are doing something extremely very well, you just don't have to bother where the money comes from, correct? That's just about automatic, right, Tananga, right? I mean, because you are an expert, you are very good at what you're doing, and this is guaranteed, right? So in the mood மட்டுமே நம்ம handle பண்ணோம்னா, I can 100% say that happiness is going to become a byproduct which is going to be there, right? The final bit is looking at this last element called the surrender phase, right? We are looking at having a team of people who believe in this ideology, right? And get committed to work for this every day, right? It's not that, இன்னைக்கு நான் இதெல்லாம் சொல்லிட்டு இருக்கேன்னா இது எல்லாமே நான் 100க்கு 100 இல்லவே இல்லை. I have huge amount of bottlenecks. I mean, I know that over area எடுத்துட்டேன்னா sometimes I would be a fail too, right? But we are all committed to grow in each of these blocks, right? We are committed to grow in each of these blocks and someday reach perfection, right? And today, Kondaas is an ecosystem where we are very, very passionate about how we can actually take this experience, because we are a collection of people believing in this same ideology, right? And having to say that, right, the business that we are in, inniki, right from the year day 2013, where we embraced solar, anniki irunda kaalagattangalla not so very many people were there in the solar business. Today, Kondaas has a very clear head start in solar, right? We could have done better over the last one and a half years. I'm sure that there were something that could have been actually deployed much more faster. And we are in a space where being at that business by itself gives me a lot of ion energy, right? Imagine the kind of power that we are producing. The whole world is looking at this power as a high ion energy product, correct? Right? Because when I've helped multiple customers, right? From being 10 years back when we went on and installed solar, there was so much of skepticism, there was so much of doubt. Will these panels last? Will it produce energy? 10 years today, every single customer, at least majority of them, are so very happy that they are able to produce energy absolutely free of cost, day in and day out, right? And every day it gets replenished. And the kind of runway that I look, right? Say we are in the solar on-grid space, we are in the solar thermal space, we are probably getting into the solar backup space, right? I mean, ensuring that you save the energy, the off-grid space, the hybrid space. The potential here is unbelievable, right? I only see what Dubai saw some time back with oil. Today, India is seeing it through solar, right? This is our new oil, and this is what is going to make each one of us here get onto the next orbit, go on to next levels of our growth, right? Coupled with our way of life, I'm sure it's going to become a game changer. The Kondaas way of life அப்படின்னு சொல்லி மறுபடியும் நம்ம பேசிக்கிட்டே இருக்கோம், right? Kondaas way of life, நம்ம சொன்ன மாதிரி prompt always, truly dependable, quality first, high on energy, which is your relationship, your health, which is exercise, diet, self-discipline, meditation, your work you love, compounding consistency, passion, mastery, surrender. So, இதை பற்றி நம்ம நிறைய பேசிக்கிட்டு இருக்கோம். I think, see, one thing where we are really missing out on this bus is measuring each one of it. இன்னைக்கு நம்ம மெஷர் பண்றோமா? நம்ம சொல்லிக்கிட்டே இருக்கிறோம். எங்க செய்யறோமா? எத்தனை செய்யறோம்? எங்க இருக்குது அளவுகோல்? இந்த இடத்துல தான் அடுத்த கட்டம் Kondaas 2.0, for which I invite every one of you here, is to ensure that all of us start measuring, if you all believe in, right? எதை நம்ம மெஷர் பண்றோமோ அது மட்டும் தான் வளரும். எதை மெஷர் பண்ணலையோ அது வளருதா இல்லையான்னு தெரியவே தெரியாது. இத்தனை நாள் நம்ம பேசிக்கிட்டே இருந்தோம் இந்த வார்த்தைகள் எல்லாம் மறுபடியும் ஒரு தடவை கூட இதை அளக்கிறத பத்தி நம்ம யோசிக்கவே இல்லை. We have not measured it, right? I invite you to this journey of Kondaas 2.0, where we will start measuring. However small it is, it's no problem. எங்க ஆரம்பிக்கிறோம்ன்றது முக்கியம் அல்ல. ஆனா வளர்றோமா? Are we growing is all that matters, right? I am inviting you into this journey where we are going to measure our way of life. Kondaas, the journey has always just not been a rosy picture. We have gone through a lot of pains, right? I mean, pains could have been when we started, just about 3 years down the line, we were one of the leaders as far as in that particular point in time in the Sinna UPS, right? Adala namada leaders anniki. but the competition had probably started selling at a very, very low price. That price we could not have ever matched. And then, on the point in time, we felt clueless. We didn't know what to do, right? It was a black the hole. But Anna, we waited, we went through trying times. Appada, we started importing UPSs and then, made a small change, right? So, Nikki, when we are talking about in the Saura, which has been a game changer for us, but it didn't start that way. In fact, Anniki, on the particular day, I would remember it was a Friday when I exchanged the message with the KSCB nodal officer, SNO. அவர்கிட்ட கொடுத்துட்டு அப்புறமா சொன்னாரு, அவர் சொன்னதெல்லாம் கேட்டப்போ எனக்கு மலைப்பா இல்ல, பயமா இருந்தது. ஏன்னா இது எல்லாம் நம்மளால செய்ய முடியுமா? 26 மெகாவாட் 3 மாசம் 5 மாசத்துல பணம் வந்து சேரும். இதுல there is a Kerala model where we will get the money after 5 years. 26 megawatt was something close to around into 5 crores, around 140-150 crores. For a company which was only doing 15-16 crores, where is 150 crores to be generated in 1 month time, getting the money out there? So, illana cancel. Standing in the solar industry is put at question. But this is what they said. But onne mattum I have been extremely blessed with, right? Every juncture we've gone through immense pain. One thing that we were always confident that God is with us, right?